What if you had a chance to build a brand new New York City? Or London? What would you do differently? Now, what if you had to build it on the sea? Well, that's exactly what they're doing up here on the West Coast, and they only have 15 years to do it. Welcome to Songdo, the most expensive private real estate development on Earth. A $40 billion city that will be built in just 15 years. The man in charge of bringing Songdo to life is Stan Gale.
These are some of the images we would bring with us. The story of Songdo is a story of Korean ingenuity and the desire for Korea to grow as a country when there's no more land left.
And he's not exaggerating about the lack of land. Most cities grow from towns, not Songdo. This so-called city of the future will rise from the sea. They needed a footprint about the size of downtown Boston. Overlooking the site now from his penthouse apartment, the chief architect makes it sound almost easy.
There are 7,329 different steps that have to occur from planning to construction that we have broken down scientifically and cataloged. So now you might say we have a city in a box. Just add water, and there they grow.
Actually, you first need to add dirt. A lot of dirt. They needed about 600 hectares. But where do you find that much land? Engineers like Dong-il Park had to go out and find it.
지금 현재 그 공사 과정은
The current construction involves building a long tide embankment so that we can landfill the area using the dredged material from the mainland.
To complete the project, an army of workers has been tasked with transporting 15 million cubic meters of soil from the mainland. The rest is coming directly from the Yellow Sea, and they'll have some mega help.
The dredging vessel here has 12,000 horsepower, and it's capable of dredging 1,200 cubic meters per hour. That's equal to using 120 dump trucks.
The soil then travels some 5 kilometers through these discharge pipes.
From the discharge pipe, we get around 87% water and 13% dredging material. So the total amount of dredging would be around 43 million cubic meters. Currently, we have around 12 million cubic meters left to fill.
43 million cubic meters of soil could fill over 17,000 Olympic-sized swimming pools. And then there's the challenge of racing against the forces of 7 to 9 meter tides. The workers have to begin early each day to avoid being literally washed away.
2% 젝트는 메가입니다.
Another issue, landfill is not a stable base for construction. And remember, they're building a 6 million square meter city.
The geology itself is very tricky. Say, oh boy, you've got this beautiful land here, but we don't use any of the land for support. Everything goes down to bedrock. So everything is on stilts into the granite.
That includes this 68-story skyscraper, Korea's tallest building. The great thing about building a city from scratch is that you can pre-wire it with all the fiber optics you want. Such infrastructure makes Songdo the first fully networked city with all the latest high-tech gadgets.
I can, for example, look at the temperature levels in every other room. I can, for example, also turn on and turn off lights. If I want to close the blinds in my kitchen, I go to the kitchen, I select the kitchen, and I close the blinds. One of the things you're seeing here is what we call telepresence. This is not just video conferencing, this is telepresence. It's all about trying to get the other person life-size in front of you. How many is that?
2.
Of course.
Telepresence can be used for catching up with family overseas or getting a checkup from your doctor. Even garbage collection is high-tech. Residents access trash kiosks with smart cards. The garbage is literally sucked through pneumatic tubes underground to central collection buildings like this one. Inside, 6 175 horsepower fans keep the garbage moving at an impressive clip.
That makes it capable of covering the area with a 1.2 kilometer radius in a speed of 20 to 30 meters per second.
That's the equivalent of 120 kilometers an hour, or 12 times faster than the average speed of the garbage truck in your neighborhood. 4 collection centers will reduce the need for trucks by a third, and they hope to sell the methane extracted from composting food waste. To make Songdo a truly international city, developers have incorporated the best of the best from other locations, like New York Central Park, the Venice canals, and a convention center that may look familiar to people down under.
That's the direction we're going in. China needs 500 new cities. India needs 300 new cities. And this is being used as the model for mayors all over the world.
Songdo City is a hot ticket in Asia. Even at an average of $500,000 each, residential units are going fast.